I forgot to shave my head for this. Oh, alright. Get some sun on that. Good morning. I've been advised by my assistant that it is my day to vlog, so I thought I'd get as much as I can. Literally rolled out of bed and thought I'd jump on this. Slept like absolute trash, but it is what it is. We have a big day today. Not so much a big day of coaching. So coaching for Wednesdays for me is my day where I do all my admin and business tasks. But unfortunately, today we have a lot of admin and business tasks, which is the way things go every couple of Wednesdays. So I want to roll out of bed. I forgot to shave my head for this, so I want to wear a hat today. I'm going to pop some clothes on and we're going to get this day started. I'll break you down what's happening, I guess, when I get to the car. Alright, I typically really like the, well, I'm really into the front right look at the moment, but today I'm wearing my Binus top. I said I wasn't going to do many check-ins today, but I realised that I'm wrong. I'll run you through that. So I weighed myself without the camera. I was 90 on the dot, so 89.9 I should say. So this bad boy weighs about 700 grams. Alright, so it's 7:30. It's actually like 30 degrees here today. Already got the messages coming through, so I typically start my day, I'll get to the office, I'll pop my phone on unread messages, and I'll get back to all my clients. Nonetheless, a little bit of a day in the life, I guess, is what this is, but I'm just going to show you that it's not all that exciting. Today is kind of exciting, so a little bit on the table. So we'll get in, typically we'll do our bookkeeping, we'll do all our messages, as I mentioned. And then what have we got on the table today? Probably a little bit of posing to start the day. 9 AM we have a meeting with a marketing freelancer. 10 AM we have competitor number 1 coming in for an in-person check-in. Around 10:30 we have competitor number 2 coming in for an in-person check-in. Then around 11 we'll work through all our midweek check-ins. So I don't do many check-ins today, but I will work through all my competitors' midweek check-ins because I get them to all do 2 check-ins per week. From there we'll probably go train legs, me and Isabel, before having a team meeting likely in the afternoon, if we don't do that beforehand, because we had to reschedule that from the 9 AM on account of the marketing freelancer coming in the morning. And then we have a posing session with one of my in-state clients at 3, which I'm tagging along with for James, and another competitor coming in at 3:30, so a bit of a day. Little bit of admin stuff in the midst of that as well, and after that, and then tonight me and Izzy plan on doing our cardio together as well as infrared sauna. So received my check-in from Luke this morning. Calories are up, PEDs are up, which is always exciting. Cardio a little bit down, but I'm kind of enjoying the cardio at the moment, so a little bit disappointed about that. I am hungry and I am looking forward to growing, so I'm glad things are moving in the right direction. Now it's just about executing and getting all the boxes ticked, which have been pretty good so far, but can always be better. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road and kick off this day. And I am looking forward to Maddie being on the other side of this camera, because this is definitely not my thing.
Hi vlog.
Hi vlog. It's 8, so we're a little bit early. 7:50. Izzy can't really reach the door.
Yeah,
And be like, oh, what the fuck is this? Yeah.
Right, so we just had Jo in. So Jo sits roughly at the moment at, she's 13 weeks out from the A and B show, or 12 and a half. We tossed up today whether we want to run the course with the A and B show or shift attention towards NBA and then ICN. She is going to pick 2 of the 3 shows. So that'll be interesting to see how it goes. So if we're talking where we need to be at in regards to timelines, we're looking at a rate of loss around that 450 gram mark per week to make the A and B in the condition which I think is adequate, which would be around that 52 kilogram mark, currently 56.7. She actually held really firm around 58. We were doing flexible dieting, so macronutrient counting, and we moved her to a meal plan. Moving to the meal plan has yielded a pretty good response in the last few days. Obviously already pushed things up a little bit further as well. So I think she sits around that 1400 kilocal mark and has cardio at about 160 minutes per week. So we're pushing. We're not pushing as hard as we probably will. She was pushed a lot harder in her last prep with the previous coach. I think her previous coach had her at 1,000 calories for 12 weeks straight, 0 refeeds, mostly fish and asparagus. So hopefully we don't have to do that. But if we do have to go aggressive towards the end to make the fitness conditioning, we will, because we don't really have intentions of competing for the fuck of it. we want to compete to place and potentially win. So in regards to where she's at, you can see, maybe you can see in the video, she's holding a little bit more around that lower waist. The lower waist is giving the impression here that she has less developed glutes, that she is less, I guess, shapely, but as well, we do want to work through some posing tweaks in the coming weeks as well, which we will, to sort of draw attention away from those weaker points, or not necessarily draw attention away, but to make them look more like stronger points, such as the glutes and the quadriceps, and as well to balance out the stronger points. So as you will see, she's got a significant degree of development across the chest, shoulders, arms, very vascular through the arms, even the midsection towards the upper portion of, incredibly developed there. So this is one to watch out for. In terms of muscularity, we might not be quite there in the lower half, but if we can get to the conditioning to where it needs to be, and we have adequate timelines, and we can potentially keep above the rate of loss, I think we should put together a pretty competitive package. So looking forward to that.
Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back. That's good. You're sweeping the elbows and that rounding, because what happens is a lot of people, right? So what I want you to think about, yeah, because then you'll be able to like this.
So that was James working through a virtual posing session with one of my clients from the Gold Coast, Jacob, who just started. So we're just a little bit late to the party. We're trying to make sure that he can nail the classic physique posing. Regularly do this with clients, or just to keep them, I guess, confident in the process. Of course, this is a more structured posing session here, but it's not a regular for us to just have sort of touch points with them. So we'll touch base with him afterwards. I like to touch base with the clients while they're doing posing, whether that be with James or Isabel, the females. And yeah, speaking of Isabel, what are you making?
Salad.
Oh, I thought you were making my food. I get extra cream of rice today. Let me put my food up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you get extra food?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably don't deserve it. But we went to Lygon Street on Sunday night,
Yeah.
and I got steak and sugar-free gelati. Busy watching me eat. It's another conversation. It's her idea though. And what was I saying?
You got steak and sugar-free gelati?
Steak and sugar-free gelati. Oh, and we're at Universal. We walked past Universal, and the line was literally like, man, I can't believe how busy that joint is. Years ago, it's a good one for the YouTube actually. I was out with like my first girlfriend's cousin. Hopefully they don't watch this, they probably won't. And he'd ordered a mushroom sauce with his parma. And I'm like, why are you getting mushroom sauce? We've got parma. And he's like, bro, you've got to try the mushroom sauce with parma.
That feels illegal.
No. And then I'm like, nah, bro. And he's like, no, you'll have it and you'll never have it without the mushroom sauce again. He's like, and if you do it, you'll think something's wrong with it. And I'm like, alright, I'll do it. It's been like, what, 7 years? I've never had a parma without mushroom sauce.
That's foul.
Unbelievable. Like the best combination ever. Especially if you get like a Smoking Joe's parma, because it's so cheesy, and the mushroom sauce is like Smoking Joe's ribeye steaks and fat chips.
I didn't even show them that you're on a walking pad. Yeah?
So that is yogurt. I have this every day twice. This is decaffeinated coffee, even though I wish I had caffeine, and it's my walking pad, and I'm setting up, a little scary, and I'm setting up a new client here, which is great.
Nice.
So a bit of a day with all the errands. A couple of it didn't get on the video, but we are training tonight. Me and Isabel will train legs. We'll do infrared sauna. Do you reckon I need like a bathing suit for the infrared sauna? How does that work? I've never done infrared sauna before.
Oh, a what suit?
Like shorts or something, like jocks.
I wore a swimsuit.
Yeah, so I don't have one with me. I didn't even think of that.
Just wear your underwear.
Wear jocks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the first time I've done infrared. I always just do the normal ones. So there we go. And then cardio, and then Izzy wants to have an early night. So
Nice.
unfortunately, I have to have an early night. All right. So we are now after, well, actually a reasonable day. In for legs at Al's gym. So after a bit of a scramble of day, I'm not really feeling this session. It is hamstring day with a little bit of leg press. A session which I've grown to love, and I didn't really love this session until I was able to reintroduce RDLs, which I have reintroduced dumbbell RDLs in the last 3 or 4 weeks on account of the umbilical hernia surgery throughout the start of the year. So I had a long layoff from legs. Couldn't really do any of my favorite movements, so like your hack squats, pendulum squats, so on and so forth, just because of the element of bracing that required, which meant it did take a lot longer to get the groove for legs again, especially being in a deficit, and especially observing like substantial muscle and strength loss, something which has never actually been a problem for me in the lower half before. So that was new. Now as the calories tick back up, I'm hoping they come back to where they were. We're logbooking more regularly, seeing things come to fruition, and it is very, very nice to have the dumbbell RDL back in the rotation. So we're gonna get this session in. Me and Izzy afterwards are going to do a little bit of posing, and then we are going to hit the infrared sauna. That's for 8:30. Right now it is 7 p.m, so probably looking to get this session in and out. Already finished my warm-up sets for the laying hamstring curl first exercise. Should get in and out within probably 55-ish minutes. Hit the infrared after a bit of a pose. Probably hit some steps or cardio after that, which would mean we'll probably be jetting out around 9:30, and then hopefully be tucked into bed by 10:30. So looking forward to it. Let's go. I use the handwritten I do not disturb the phone, just because when I was doing the logbook in the phone, I was finding myself replying to client messages for like the whole session, especially because like I'd come here either during work hours where people would still be messaging me, or after hours where I'd be catching up on messages. So I feel like this is the best solution. I'd rather the app, but training sessions are better like this. So usually I wrap up the day with my blood pressure, which is here, well, not very important for me because my blood pressure actually sits quite low, but something which is often overlooked by bodybuilders. But we wrapped up the day with, so we trained legs, we did the infrared sauna for roughly an hour, and then me and Iz just went and finished off our steps. So I think I capped the day off at 12,500. What did you get?
15.5.
Cool. And had our last meal, which was pork mince burgers with English muffins, and calling it a day. I'm exhausted. Listen to my fancy music when I do my blood pressure monitor.
Silent and relaxed.
$20 off Amazon.
Cuff at heart level. Start measurement now. Measurement over. Your systolic blood pressure.
Not bad.
100.
Anyway, we're done. Thank you for tuning in. That wasn't the most exciting vlog in the world, but
Blood pressure is.
hope the next one's a little bit better.